balls, pop a perky just to start a pop 2 cups of purple just to balls, pop a perky just to start a pop 2 cups of purple just to warm my balls, pop a perky just to start.
The setting would be in the forest. Naruto and Ino would be walking down the forest with Naruto holding a medium-sized sword and Ino holding her kunai with her purple flower wrapped around it. Ino looked over at Naruto and smiled. She then asked, Naruto, where exactly are we going? Naruto sighed. We're going to look for the Mist Demon Trio. Ino gasped and widened her eyes. Wait, Naruto, are you talking about... Naruto cut Ino off. Yes, I'm talking about Zabuza, Zabuki, and Haku. Ino then slapped Naruto. What do you mean we're going to look for them? Those are S-class ninja. They could kill us. Ino then tried to storm off, but Naruto grabbed her hand. Wait, Ino, you know that we're S-class ninja, right? Ino was silent. She then turned around and started to walk again, not saying a thing. Naruto then sighed. We're going to look for them so we can ask them if they want to be a part of our village. Ino then turned back to Naruto. That's actually a smart idea, Naruto. They're a pretty strong ninja, and they could learn from the skill of sealing, making them extra strong. Naruto nodded. Yeah, see that you're thinking what I'm thinking now. Then blushed and crossed her arms. Let's just go find someone that can take us to the Mist Village already. Naruto smiled. Alright, let's get to it. Naruto and Ino would then be on a boat. 2 hours later, they would arrive at the Mist Village. The person on a boat asked them what they were going to do there. Naruto and Ino then had a slight smile. We're looking for the Demon Mist Trio to add them to our village. Then Naruto teleported behind the boat driver and chopped him in his neck, making him pass out. Naruto then picked him up and teleported to the village with him, putting him down near the street. Have fun. Naruto then teleported back to Ino. Alright, let's look for these Naruto was cut off by 2 giant swords aimed for his and Ino's neck. What are you doing here in my turf? Zabuza asked with his sister Zabuki on his side. Naruto sighed and then threw a kunai behind Zabuza and Zabuki. Ino and Naruto then teleported to the kunai with different kunai to Zabuki and Zabuza's neck. And Naruto would then put another kunai behind him, pointing it at Haku's head and neck, feeling her presence. Which Haku would be a girl in this. What if? Zabuki, Zabuza, and Haku would be shocked. Okay, calm down. We weren't going to hurt you. We were just asking what were you doing here. Ino and Naruto then put their kunai down, and Zabuki, Zabuza, and Haku then lowered their weapons. We're here to ask you 3 an important question. The question is, would you like to be a part of our village? And if you do accept, you will be trained using the scroll of sealing from the Leaf Village. Naruto smiled. Then looked back to Haku and nodded. Yeah, so do you accept or not? They all then thought about it, and Zabuza then raised his sword again, pointing it in the air. Very well then, we will join your village. Naruto and Ino then smiled. Okay then, You three can wait here while me and Ino go and look for more people to join our village in the Mist Village. Zabuza, Zabuki, and Haku then nodded, getting onto the boat, waiting for Naruto and Ino. Naruto and Ino then threw a kunai to the village, teleporting to it. They would then see a child with a furry tail getting bullied by 5 adult males. Naruto then ran up to the child and punched all the adult males away, then instantly killing them, throwing kunais at them. The child name would be Kirai. Kirai would then look up at Naruto, shivering in fear. Don't worry, kid. I'm here to save you. Kirai then stood up and hugged Naruto.
Thank you so much.
Naruto then smiled. You're welcome. Now, come with me if you don't want to be bullied like this again. You will be treated as a civilian in my village. Kirai then thought about it and nodded.
Alright. What's your name? Mine's is Kirai.
Kirai said, stuttering. Naruto then smiled. Well, my name's Naruto. You can refer to me as Big Brother Naruto, if you like. Kirai then had a sparkle in his eye.
Okay, Big Brother Naruto. Let's go.
Kirai and Naruto then walked off. Ino would smile.
You're so cute.
Then Ino would turn around and see a girl being harassed by little kids, not being able to protect herself. Ino ran over to the children and pushed them away. Then she grabbed the child. Come on, I'm gonna take you away from this village. I don't want you to be treated like this ever again. The girl would have a sparkle in her eyes.
Thank you, big pretty lady.
The girl would say. Ino would then smile. What's your name, kid? She asked. Mine's Ino.
My name's Naru.
Naru, you say? Alright, Naru. You'll be coming to my village. We'll be training you to become an excellent kunoichi. Naru then smiled.
That was always my dream, to become the strongest kunoichi in the world.
Naru then told Ino, alright then, let's get going. Naruto and Ino then teleported back to the boat. The children would widen their eyes.
That's the demon trio.
Naruto smiled. Yeah, they're going to be part of our village. They're also going to train you if they have the time. The 2 kids would then jump with joy.
Alright, let's get going,
Naru said. Ino and Naruto just got onto the boat, touched it, and used a flying Raijin jutsu to get back to the cave. They would all be back at the cave. Wow, that's an amazing jutsu. Could you, teach me that? Zabuza said, and Zabuki wanted to learn it as well. Naruto and Ino then smiled. Of course we'll teach you that jutsu. You can learn any jutsu in the scroll ceiling that you want. I'll also teach you this jutsu named the Rasengan. Alright, now let's get to training. I will be training Kirai and Ino. You can train Naru. Ino then nodded. Then Naruto went with Kirai into the cave. Zabuza, Zabuki, and Haku then started learning jutsu out of this cove ceiling. The jutsu that they all learned was Shadow Clone Jutsu, the Flying Raijin Jutsu, and Zabuza learned the dual Water Dragon Jutsu. Haku actually learned an ice style jutsu called Forbidden Jutsu, Ice Style, Ice Sage mode. Which then, in the Ice Sage mode, Haku would be surrounded with an ice aura. When, if anyone touched her, their whatever body part they touched her with, that body part would instantly be frozen. And in this Ice Sage mode, she could summon sea walruses, sea lions, penguins, polar bears, and many more Arctic animals. Then Zabuki, her chakra natures were fire, water, and ground. Zabuki learned the fire style, fire dragon jutsu, fire style, majestic flame destroyer, fire style, dual fire dragon jutsu, earth style, mud wall, earth style, headhunter jutsu, earth style, mud clone, earth style, mud avalanche, earth style, earthquake. Which, some of these aren't real jutsu, but I just made them up. And for the water style, she learned the water style, dual water dragon jutsu, water style, water vortex, water style, giant water vortex, and water style, tsunami. Which I made that jutsu too. Then, when to the training with Kirai, Naruto asked Kirai what his chakra natures were. Kirai then smiled. What's a chakra nature, big brother Naruto? Naruto would sigh and hand Kirai a chakra paper. Alright, Kirai, so all you have to do is fuse chakra to that chakra paper. Kirai, knowing how to infuse chakra into his hands, did this. Then, the paper burnt, split in half, and got wet. Then it crumbled up. Naruto gasped. Kirai, you have wind style, fire style, water style, and lightning style. I only have two of the style. I only have two of the chakra natures that you have, so I will teach you the jutsu that I know and those chakra natures, except for one jutsu that I cannot teach anyone, unless they have a special dojutsu or sage mode. Kirai then smiled. Alright, big brother Naruto, let's get into the training. Naruto smiled. That's what I like to hear. Alright, come on, Kirai. Naruto then taught Kirai the Rasengan, which Kirai couldn't use the actual Rasengan, so he used the Rasengan that Boruto had, but it wasn't a vanishing Rasengan, but he could also throw it. So, like, a throwable Rasengan. That isn't the Rasen Shuriken. Naruto also taught Kirai the Suisengan, the Shadow Clone Jutsu, the Flying Raijin, the Water Vortex Jutsu, the Giant Water Vortex Jutsu, the Water Style Tsunami, the Water Style Great Water Swallow, which is a jutsu that I made, and Water Style Dual Water Dragon Jutsu. Then Naruto taught Kirai Wind Style, Wind Bullet, Wind Style, Wind Palm. And that's all the Wind Style Jutsu Naruto taught Kirai, because he wasn't really focusing on his Wind Style Jutsu. Kirai and Naruto then had a duel. Naruto, in this duel, only used taijutsu, which he was bad at, to give Kirai a chance. When I started this battle, before they started the battle, Naruto asked Kirai what his last name was. Kirai then smiled. My full name is Kirai Nakatsu Senju. Naruto then widened his eye. You're a Senju? Kirai then nodded his head. Yeah, why? Naruto then sighed. The Senju clan is an all-powerful clan that has a possibility of having a Kekkei Genkai, wood style. Kirai then smiled. Well, I hope I get wood style, Kirai said, in a cheerful voice. Naruto then smiled. Yeah, I hope you do too. You'll be really powerful, and you'll actually become a Kage one day, which I'm proud of. Which I'll be proud of you if you do. Jiraiya then smiled. Thanks, big brother Naruto. Now let's get into this duel already. Naruto then smiled. Very well. Let's go, Kirai. Kirai got into a battle stance, and Naruto did a spring fold, backflipping away from Kirai, going into his battle stance, which was exactly like Rock Lee's. Kirai then, when the battle started, Kirai used a Shadow Clone Jutsu, creating 5 Shadow Clones. Then Kirai made 2 Shadow Clones do the Rasengan, and another Shadow Clone do the Suisengan. The Shadow Clone with the Suisengan ran behind Naruto. Naruto turned around to that Shadow Clone and hit it in its gut, making it poof. Then Kirai smiled. Fell for my trap, he said under his voice. Naruto, not hearing this, he stayed turned around, thinking another clone was about to come. Kirai then yelled out, "Wind style, wind bullet." The wind bullets would then be sent towards Naruto. Naruto would dodge the wind bullets, hopping onto the ceiling. Kirai then smiled. Alright, come on, I learned this jutsu a minute ago, big brother Naruto. Kirai then lifted his palms with his shadow clones getting ready to jump onto them. He then yelled out, "One style, Gale Palm." He then sent his palms flying towards Naruto. Naruto dodged one but was hit by the other one, being sent flying by the Rasengan. Naruto stood up and then was instantly behind Kirai from his speed. He then hit Kirai on his back, making Kirai fall to the ground. He then grabbed Kirai from the back of his neck, throwing him up to the sky. Kirai looked down at Naruto, and Naruto then punched Kirai in his gut, making Kirai pass out. Naruto then sighed. Sorry, Kirai. Didn't know you would pass out that early. Guess I'll have to train you more. Alright, now that we're done with Kirai training, let's go to Naruto's training. Naruto and Ino would be teaching Naruto some jutsu. Alright, Naruto, what's your chakra natures? Naruto then smiled. Well, my chakra natures are wind, water, and earth. Ino smiled. Alright, I'll teach you some of the jutsu out of the School of Sealing. And then I'll teach you about genjutsu and taijutsu. Naruto would smile. Alright, big sister Ino. Then they would go to the School of Sealing. Naruto would then learn Earth Style, Headhunter Jutsu, Earth Style, Mud Wall, Earth Style, Mud Clone, Earth Style, Avalanche, Earth Style, Earthquake. Then she would learn Wind Style, Gale Palm, Wind Style, Wind Bullet, and Wind Style, Tornado. Then Naruto learned Water Style, Water Dragon Jutsu, Water Style, Dual Water Dragon Jutsu, Water Style, Water Vortex, Water Style, Giant Water Vortex, and Water Style, Dual Giant Water Vortex, which are just 2 giant water vortexes. Also, if you don't know what these jutsu are, I made some of them up. Alright, when Naruto was done learning these jutsu, she would then learn Shadow Clone Jutsu, the Flying Raijin, and the Rasengan. She wouldn't have the Vanishing Rasengan, she would just have the normal Rasengan. She would then try to add Earth Style to her Rasengan, which she wouldn't be able to do because it would be too heavy. When she tried this, she infused the Earth Chakra into the Rasengan. Then her arm fell to the ground, destroying the ground beneath her. Then she would try to put she would tell Ino she was putting Wind Style into her Rasengan, and Ino would stop her. No, don't do that. That will just cause harm to you. Naruto tried it. His organs moved around a lot. Naru then nodded. Alright, Big Sister Ino, thanks for informing me. Ino would then get into a spar with Naru. Naru, at the start of the spar, would use a shadow clone jutsu, creating 6 clones. All the clones would surround Ino, and they all weave the hand signs for an earthquake jutsu, with the normal Naru not doing it. She'd create 2 more clones and told them to use the water vortex jutsu when Ino jumped to the ceiling. Naru predicting what Ino would do, she was actually correct. Ino would jump to the ceiling with Naru's 2 clones using a water vortex jutsu, also jumping to the ceiling. Then Naru would be behind Ino, grabbing her with the 2 clones using the water vortex jutsu on Ino. Ino would be hit by this and would be sent to the ground where the clones using the earthquake jutsu would use earthquake jutsu as soon as Ino hit the ground. The earthquake jutsu would hit Ino, and Ino would be shaking a lot. Naruto saying this would teleport over to Ino, grabbing her and teleporting back to the surface, back to the roof of the cave. Ino would be passed out. Naruto would then lay Ino down on her bed, on her sleeping bag. You did well, have a good sleep, Naruto said. Naruto then went over to Naru. Naru would then ask Naruto, is Big Sister Ino gonna be okay? Did I hurt her too bad? Naruto then smiled. No, it's alright. You didn't really hurt her that much. She's just passed out. I want to congratulate you on your battle. You did very well. Being one of the best fighters here. I'm surprised then wasn't even able to get a hit on you. You're very fast, learner. And you're very strong. When I become the Omochi Kage, I want you to be my right-hand woman, with Zabuza being my right-hand man. Naru would be surprised by this and instantly accept this offer. Yes, Big Brother Naruto, I would love to. Naruto would then smile. No, great. Thanks for accepting Ino. I mean, not Ino. Naru. Naru would then nod. Alright, Big Brother Naruto, I'm gonna go to sleep. Do you have a sleeping bag for all of us? Naruto then smiled. Of course I do. Naruto would then weave the hand seals, doing a summoning jutsu. Summoning sleeping bags, actually, that he got from his wolf summoning, which I didn't tell you guys, but he learned it. His wolf summons would create a sleeping bag from the materials in their area, and the sleeping bags would be actually comfortable from where they were made. Everyone would then fall asleep, including Naruto, sleeping beside Ino.